check 2. Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Thursday afternoon from North Dakota State at Tharaldson Park. This is the opening day of the 2025 North Dakota State Class B softball tournament. I'm Chase Miller. Welcome to our pregame show today featuring Irie Insurance. We have 3 of the 4 games on tap for you here on yourliveevent.com for our audio-only coverage. We'll follow all the East teams, and on deck it'll be the Mayport CG Patriots out of Region 2 going up against the Region 3 Deluxe Burlington Lewis and Clark Lakers. Following that game, roughly a little over a half hour from the conclusion, we will get to Velva Drake, Anamoose, and Hillsborough Central Valley. From there at 4 o'clock, we'll have number 1 seed Central Cass and Carrington for our audio-only coverage here today in Fargo. The final game of the day will be a pair of Western teams in a 4-5 matchup of Beulah and Botno. If you win this game, you make your way to the semifinals tomorrow afternoon. If you lose, it's back to 11 o'clock in the morning for a little brunch and softball here on the north side of Fargo. Again, we'll follow the Patriots alongside the Burros, the Squirrels, and the Carrington Cardinals throughout the 2025 state softball tournament. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back after this, we'll dive into our matchup a little bit more between the Patriots, talk about how the second half of the season, the Patriots are as hot as anybody in State B softball. We'll also go over the Lakers and what they've been able to do, a very seasoned team from the DLB Lewis and Clark perspective in terms of every year they expect to make state. Last year they lost to the state champion in the quarterfinals in Kinder Richland and took 5th place, while the Mayport CG Patriots last year got upset as the number 1 seed and finished 7th place at the state tournament. So some new faces on these teams, but similar teams that have found themselves back to the Final 8 in North Dakota. We'll continue with more after this and get to our coaches' conversation as well. That's all coming up here on yourliveevent.com.
At Sendak Cooperative, we are proud to be your trusted full-service grain agronomy and energy choice for our communities in central North Dakota. For all of your grain agronomy and energy decisions, they are proud to support our local farmers and communities we work and live in. With our state-of-the-art facilities and dedicated team, we ensure your farming operation will be looked at with care and efficiency. Whether you're looking for marketing decisions, agronomy needs, fuel for your operation, or a hot cup of coffee at their C-stores, Sendak Cooperative has you covered. Visit them online at sendakcooperative.com to learn more about how they can serve you. Sendak Cooperative, proud to serve our communities in central North Dakota.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels! Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The state-of-the-art STEM Center, along with our theater, music wing, early childhood center, wellness center, and athletic complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with their academics and activities.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As we continue here on our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, Chase Miller with you. A nice, gorgeous day for some softball, and that's what the hope is throughout the course of the week here on the north side of Fargo. Currently, there is some overcast skies right now. The sun is peaking through 68 degrees. It's supposed to give way to mostly sunny skies with the highs in the mid-70s here today. Upper 70s to low 80s, and then throughout the rest of the weekend on Friday and Saturday. So if you're coming out to the ballpark, make sure you bring out some sunscreen sunscreen, a hat, or shades from that perspective. For the Mayport CG Patriots, their road to the state tournament looked like this. In the Region 2 tournament, they defeated the Grafton Spoilers 10-6, knocked down Pembina County North 22-4 in a winner's bracket game. Then Tom Thompson in the Region 2 championship, a 10-4. After starting the season 2-9, they flipped the script here, and they're 11-11 on the season. The back half, you could argue the Patriots are the hottest team in the state of North Dakota. 7 tournament appearances, 5 straight here from Mayport CG. The difference from this year to last year they were the number 1 seed and got upset to Velva Drake Animus 2-1 in Jamestown. This year the Patriots are unseeded. Well, for Des Lacs, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark, their Region 3 tournament, they defeated the Rugby Panthers 13-0. They topped Renville County 23-13 and came back with a win over Botno in the Region 3 title, 8-6 for the Lakers and head coach Peggy Pearson. Last season, the Lakers finished 5th place. Runner-up in 2018 at the state tournament. They're the only other team outside of Beulah from the West to make it to a state championship game. Beulah, the only team out west back in 2023 to win a state championship. We'll continue with more on our pregame show. When we come back, we'll hear from the coaches, Peggy Pearson, Keenan Konchak, that and more still to come out of our starting lineups and the opening pitch here today from Theraldson Park in Fargo. This is the 2025 State B Softball quarterfinals.
The City of Hillsborough invites you to make Hillsborough your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsborough and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsborough. If you have questions related to services available in the City of Hillsborough, contact the Hillsborough City Office at 701-636-4620.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
Come make pasta with us. Combine your love of North Dakota and agriculture with a great career at Dakota Growers. They provide you room to grow in your career, develop your skills, and they always put safety first in their state-of-the-art facility. Check out all of their fantastic opportunities at jobs.postholdings.com or scan the QR code. Contact Erica at 701-540-6152 or Wendy 701-997-5066.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Life is full of surprises, and at Bickett Insurance Agency of Carrington, they're here to protect what matters most to you. Bickett Insurance is your local auto owner's insurance agency, offering home, auto, business, crop, health, or life insurance with personalized solutions tailored to your needs and budget. With over 20 years of experience, trust Bickett Insurance Agency to provide you with peace of mind. Let's ensure your future is secure with Bickett Insurance Agency services, serving Foster and Stutzman counties and throughout the state of North Dakota. Bickett Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agency, protecting what matters most.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
As we continue on our pregame show here today, we get to our coaches conversation, brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. Joining us here from Des Lacs, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark is Peggy Pearson. Peggy, always a fun time to get to the state tournament. The Lakers have been here a multitude of times in program history, but what has allowed this year's club to make it back to the final, 8 teams here in the state Class B?
Well, I think part of it is the history of that, and there's an expectation that the girls have, but they do their business each day. They take care of business each day. They've got each other's backs, and like I said, I think historically that really has helped. There's a belief in each other, belief in the program, and I think that's what brings us here each year.
What's the one thing about the 2025 Lakers? What's a trait or characteristic that you really like about this year's club?
There's a mix. We're young in lots of places, and we're experienced in lots of places, and so it's the older ones taking care of the younger ones, and the younger ones rising to a challenge.
From the regional tournament, Region 3 wins over Rugby, Renville County, and Bottineau, comeback fashion against Bottineau. Just what's one thing from that tournament that you hope to carry over here today against Mayport, CG, and throughout the rest of the weekend here in Fargo?
Yeah, just again, belief. We were behind actually in the Renville County game as well, and we had a great game against Bottineau. It was really a competitive game, and they went up 6-3 in the top of the 7th. And there was no quit, and the girls just like, hey, let's go one at a time. So that's what I like. Win, lose, draw. If you have kids that will just keep competing, that's what I like. And then whatever happens on the scoreboard happens, but you don't ever quit. Never quit.
Lakers head coach Peggy Pearson joining us here on the pregame show. Let's talk about one of your seniors, Aubrey Shep. Just what has she kind of done? Some years you have 7 seniors, some years you have 1. This year you got a handful. But what have you liked about Aubrey's performance and just being a senior leader here this season?
Yeah, Aubrey has come so far since she was a little late getting started playing softball, and Aubrey is, sometimes you just don't know, but she has come through in some pretty clutch spots. So Aubrey is clutch, and she's worked at her game, and she's improved a great deal just defensively. And so that's what I like about Aubrey as well.
Final thing, gorgeous day for softball, but I know sometimes you play on turf, you don't play on turf. Is that a big thing or a little thing once you get to this time, getting in the field, getting the warm-ups, in terms of what a bounce is in gravel and sand compared to what you see here today in Fargo at the turf? Sure.
Well, we are fortunate in that in Minot, we play quite a few games. We've played some games in their bubble, so that's their football field that's enclosed. Minot South Hill Complex, we played our region tournament there, and so we're not AstroTurf or turf is not foreign to us. So yeah, it bounces a little differently, but we're okay.
Peggy, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here throughout the rest of the tournament.
Yep, thanks so much.
Again, from the Lakers' perspective, Peggy Pearson will continue on her pregame show after this.
Our Dental Center, dentistry is about people first. They're proud to offer exceptional care to Carrington and the surrounding areas. Meet Dr. Gar and Dr. Sam and their dedicated team of dental professionals. Gar Dental is your home for dental implants, along with a wide variety of services, including guided biofilm therapy. Their experienced dental team is here to ensure you smile with confidence. Visit them at gardental.com or call 701-652-2300 to schedule an appointment today.
See you soon!
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of cards plus pre-owned cards as well. Bring the kids along and have them try out the skee ball and foosball table while you browse jerseys, hats, and other items. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles in Hillsboro.
Embrace the joy of community at Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
As we come down on our pregame show here, as we continue on our coaches' conversation from the Mayport CG Patriots, it is Keenan Konchak joining us here. And Keenan, for your club, just what has been one thing that you really liked about the Region 2 tournament that you hope to carry over here, whether it's against DLB or anybody else throughout the rest of this weekend here at the state tournament?
Yeah, so obviously tough region tournament. We played Thompson in that championship round, and they're one of the best ball clubs in the state. So great hitting, got some clutch pitching and some good defense in the outfield, and we played well. I mean, we had kind of found our lineup like throughout the year. We're trying to find girls where you can play, where you're going to help the team out most. Shortstop, outfield positions, we're looking for girls to step up in those spots. And when we started finding those lineups, when we started also for our hitting lineups, our fielding positions as well, all right, we started rolling a little bit. So that was fun to get into a little bit, and started 2-9, and then we finished up 9-2. So it was a huge change. Our pitcher started hitting spots, and if the defense is making errors behind you, all right, your pitcher kind of gets, and the rest of the defense gets, on their heels a little bit. And so when we're active, we're hitting. I mean, things are fun. So
there's a trait every year for any team, whether you're bringing back 9 starters or it seems like you're starting with a brand new 9. But what's one thing about this year's club that you really like that has allowed you to get to another state tournament here, Keenan?
Yeah, so for sure we lost a lot, obviously, and trying to find some new spots out there, like I said. But this year's squad is the senior leadership. Parker switching from first base and outfield last year to now being our starting catcher this year, just being a team leader out there. Maddie Sand, all right, has been outfield her entire career. Pitches a little bit for us too. We're second base, but now she's moving to shortstop. And they bat 1 and 2 for us, give us great at bats to start off the game, and they're really the ones that get us locked in from the opening first pitch. So they're been great leadership. All right, we've got a mix of young girls that found their way into the field too. So they're doing a great job. Even the girls that don't play very much are coaching those younger girls. All right, so it's not about them, it's about team. So I think that's kind of been the biggest thing this year.
And going to that, I guess, just what's one thing, whether it's against the Lakers or anybody else, what's one trait that you must do well to find ways to win softball games here at the state tournament?
Yeah, so it's going to be great pitching. It's going to be great hitting all the way through the lineup. I think we have lineups that can match that. We've been pretty solid on defensively these last few games. Obviously, that's allowed us to get on a good streak here. So we got to continue that too. Just making plays out there. All right, we got to have some fun. Obviously, this is a great experience for our girls, and obviously their main priority is going to be playing good softball. So we want to make sure that we're covering our bunts, our first and thirds, making sure we're hitting spots, our pitchers, not giving up any easy walks or easy runs. So, and then great at bats, for putting the ball in play. All right, they still have to make plays. So
Keenan, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here today and throughout the rest of the tournament.
All right, thank you.
That again, Coach Konchak with us here from the Patriots. We'll continue after this.
The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro Central Valley students. It's the Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Stay tuned for more information about the all-school reunion coming up in Carrington this summer, July 10th through the 13th. Check out Facebook for more information.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Headlocks, Carrington, North Dakota.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
Those interviews brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. As we continue here today from Fargo on the pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. This is the 2025 North Dakota State Softball Tournament, our first of 3 games that we'll have today on yourliveevent.com for audio-only coverage. A reminder, the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. From the Mayport CG Patriots last year, they did play Delax, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark in Jamestown at Trapper Field in a consolation semifinal round contest in which DLB did pick up a 9-5 win in that contest, where the Delax, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark Lakers eventually would go on and finish 5th place for the Mayport CG Patriots last year, finishing 7th place in a 7-1 win against Renville County. This season, DLB, Mayport CG in game number 1 here at the top of the hour. Then from there, roughly at around 12:30, 1 o'clock, depending on how long this game goes, you'll get to Velva, Drake, Anamoose, and Hillsboro Central Valley, more than likely around 1 o'clock, just in between games, giving everybody the ample time to warm up and then have the full rosters being presented up the first and third base lines. Later today at 4 o'clock, we'll have Central Cass and Carrington, and then the final game of the day we will not broadcast will be Beulah and Botno. But again, the first 3 here on yourliveevent.com. Also keep you apprised of what's going on over at Newman Outdoor Field for the State B baseball tournament, where Josh Boyko will have the call for you later today for some baseball. Thompson against Renville County at 11:30. And then from there, you'll have Velva from there, Northern Cass against Bishop Ryan Nedrose roughly at 1:30. Again, Josh Boyko with the call for you for State B baseball over at Newman Outdoor Field for our audio-only coverage. Also, State A going on in Grand Forks. Williston, the first time ever that they've made it to a state tournament in high school softball, going up against later today. Also a note in State A, you'll have West Fargo, the first time ever that it's been sanctioned in North Dakota. They will not make the State A softball tournament. You have State A baseball, you'll have tennis, you'll have a little bit of everything soccer here on this very busy weekend. The final weekend of May before we turn over to June, then we'll have just golf left remaining in this state tournament. When we come back after this, we'll get you ready for the starting lineups and the opening pitch. That's all around the corner here today from Theraldson Park. This is our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance.
Our communities in central North Dakota.
When it comes to electrical work, experience matters. And at Miller's Electrical Service LLC, they've got the skills, expertise, and experience to get the job done right. From industrial and commercial projects to residential repairs and installations, get in touch with Gannon to get the job done safely, efficiently, and right the first time. Locally owned, trusted, and ready to serve your home or business. Call 701-430-2124 today and let Miller's Electrical Service LLC power your world.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Beef, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, the half or the whole beef from Mueller Beef, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro.
As we continue on our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Ira Insurance. As it'll be now time to get you set and introduced to the following teams here, part of our starting lineups here in a few moments. As the Deluxe Burlington Lakers here in this one, they will be the home team, while you will have the Mayport CG Patriots being the visitors here today on the scoreboard. Let's get you ready for our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products. That is crystalsugar.com. For the Patriots in their blue tops here with their white numerals with Patriots in red across the front, they'll go Parker Strand, the senior catcher. Strand again at a senior. Matty Sand, the senior shortstop, will be batting second. Hudson Zerfis, the junior third baseman, batting third. Brent Kritzberger, the junior second baseman, in the cleanup role, followed by Peyton Strand, the sophomore right fielder. Brooklyn Goldie, the senior first baseman, batting sixth, followed by Hadley Verwest, the eighth grade left fielder, batting seventh. Alicia Foss, the senior center fielder, Foss, will be batting again eighth. Taylor Anderson, the junior designated player, will be batting ninth, and Bailey Bergstrom will be the freshman here today, and she will be in that flex and pitcher spot. So again, Strand, Sand, Zerfis, Kritzberger, Strand, Goldie, Verwest, Foss, Anderson, and Bergstrom in the circle. Keenan Konchak is the head coach here for the Mayport CG Patriots. While for Deluxe Burlington, Lewis and Clark, they will be making their way across the diamond. At shortstop will be Logan Yeastas. Alyssa Lindahl will be at second base. The first baseman, Aubrey Shep, with a third baseman of Elizabeth Mitchell. Kyla Rosencrans, the left fielder. The center fielder will be Piper Feller, and in right will be Ella Smith. The pitcher in the circle will be Sierra Yale. Yale with a 1.92 earned run average here for Deluxe Burlington, Lewis, and Clark. That again is a look at our starting lineups and also some of the stats here for you. The Mayport CG Patriots averaging at just over 10 runs per game, batting .381. Their team ERA is at an 8 here for the Mayport CG Patriots. While for the Deluxe Burlington, Lewis and Clark Lakers, the number 2 seed here in this tournament, they are currently having 12 runs per game, a batting average of .352. Sierra Yale again with a 1.90 earned run average will be in the circle here in this one. The Lakers on their white tops, Lakers in cursive in red with the red numerals and the red pants here from Thoroldson Park. It plays like this, 200 feet down both the left and the right field line, 318 to straightaway center where the scoreboard stands. Due south when it goes down to right, and due east when it goes down the left field side. It's all turf with that big NDSU logo in center. That does it for our starting lineups. Again, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. When we come back, it'll be the opening pitch for our first of 3 games here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Again, it will be Deluxe Burlington, Lewis and Clark, Mayport CG. The winner to play our next contest of Velva Drink Animus and Hillsboro Central Valley. The loser will play the loser at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Winners in the top half will play at 4 o'clock. Central Cass Carrington then will play at 4 o'clock this afternoon, with the winner to play roughly at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. The loser will play roughly at 1 o'clock, and then it's Beulah and Botno a little bit later on here today. We'll continue with more on our pregame show to get you ready for the opening pitch in just a few moments on the north side of Fargo.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
Did you know that there are several different types of crop hail insurance policies? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We at Irie Insurance want to help you select a hail policy that will best protect your crops and bottom line from a hailstorm. Give us a call today to schedule a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent. For our contact information, go to our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware. Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center. As we get you ready for the opening pitch here in a moment, that again does it for our pregame show. Brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. Starting lineups here brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway. It's Mayport CG Patriots and the Lakers here on YourLiveEvent.com. And starting lineups brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway on the Red River Valley Speedway. You can check out Donnie Shots in the World of Outlaws this Saturday in Fargo at the Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo. For more information and to get tickets, go to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. And again, it's RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. Parker Strand, Maddie Sand, and Hudson Zerfus here top of the lineup, going up against Sierra Yale in the circle here for Des Lacs Burlington, Lewis and Clark. As we get you ready to go for the opening pitch here from Theraldson Park in Fargo, I'm Chase Miller. Again, opening pitch brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway. As Yale, the righty, against the lefty Strand. Opening pitch here at 11:03, and the state tournament is officially underway. No balls, one strike on the way to Parker Strand. As we'll see this one coming through with a pitch. That'll miss low. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Rosencrantz in left, followed by Feller in center with Smith in right. Again for Des Lacs Burlington, Lewis and Clark. Here's the 1-1 offering. This would be a swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. Mitchell at third base, Eastos at short. You have Lindo at second, Aubrey Shep at first, and behind the plates, here is Gretchen Deaver here for the Lakers. This one's going to be hit on the ground. That'll go to the shortstop, Eastos. Eastos with a one-hopper. It's going to one-hop Aubrey Shep. Rounding first. On her way to second is Parker Strand, and she will be in to second base. We'll see if they give it a hit or an error on the play officially, as that one-hopper by Eastos by Aubrey Shep allowed Parker Strand, then when it got by her, to make her way from first then to second. And will be an E6 on the play, and right away one batter up and one batter on here for the Patriots. As for Mayport CG, Maddie Sand will look to bunt. She will take this one back. As this will miss for a ball, it's now 1-0. So runner at second base again is Strand after the E6 by Eastos. She had time to throw the runner out, but with just one hopped Aubrey Shep, and then by the time that Shep was going to go after the ball, rounding first was
Parker Strand already is 1 ball, 1 strike. Now we'll make it now 2-0, excuse me, as that one misses 2 balls and no strikes. Patriots a grade A opportunity to pounce right off the bat here in the first inning. As this would be called a strike, it's now 2-1. Just going through the Region 2 tournament, they put up at least 10 runs in all 3 games. Their closest contest was a quarterfinal round matchup where they won 10-6 over Grafton. This will be laced up the first baseline foul, now 2-2. They beat the Spoilers 10-6, then able to bring the bats going against Pembina County North with 22 runs, then defeated Thompson 10-4. And sometimes the old adage in sports is not how you play them, but it's when you play them. And the Patriots, quite arguably, could be the hottest team, as this will be a wild pitch off the glove of Deaver. Going to third base will be Strand. The Patriots will have a runner at third base with a 3-2 pitch upcoming. For this Mayport CG club, there has been a lot of expectations in girls sports, and rightfully so. They've had really good athletes over the last couple of years when it came to the 3-class basketball system. The payoff pitch will be hit foul. Their softball team last year, the first time a number 1 seed ever lost in the quarterfinals, and they would like some good mojo here right now to get back to the semis as an unseeded team. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Yale. This will be hit. That'll be off the first baseman's glove. Aubrey Shep. That'll go to Lindahl at second. That'll go 3-4-3 on the putout. It's a run driven in by Sand, and Parker Strand will come in to score. And on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's the first run of the tournament here, and that'll be for the Mayport CG Patriots. So Mayport CG taking an air and a wild pitch. They will take the run coming in, as it's now 1-0 in favor of the Patriots here. As Maddie Sand will have the 3-4-3 on the putout. Hudson Zerfus takes the ball. It's now 1-0. Here's the pitch. That'll run in at the hands. Now 2-0. That's Del Axe, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark team. They've had some come-from-behind victories, particularly in their Region 3 championship over Botno, where Aubrey Shep hit a 2-run homer to help the Lakers make their way back to the state tournament. That's one nice thing about softball that we've seen in recent years for a lot of state or regional tournaments is you'll have your championship game first, followed by a qualifier. So if you lose that championship, you got to get right back up on the saddle and try to find your way to a state. This one now 2-2. 2023 state in Minot, last year in Jamestown, and it rotates back to Fargo here this season. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Yale gets a strikeout, and there's 2 down here in the top of the first inning. Parker Strand reached base on an error, got to second, made her way to third on a wild pitch. Maddie Sand hit one on the ground, a 3-4-3 off the first baseman Shep, and then Hudson Zerfus with a strikeout, as now it goes to Kritzberger. Kritzberger will take a ball as it runs inside. The junior second baseman now 1-0. But talking with coaches throughout the course of the week, and even here today with both Peggy and Keenan, they both mention, just minimizing your mistakes as much as possible. And if you have one mistake, don't allow it to multiply in an inning. So Lakers with an early error, but they can just minimize the damage to one here. There's a swing and a miss. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes as Yale is starting to find her pitch. Again, a 1.92 earned run average against Yale this season. Here's the pitch, 1-2. That'll a little too much spin outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Peyton Strand on the on-deck circle here for the sophomore right fielder for the Patriots. The 2-2 offering on the way. Swing and a miss, and Yale will get her second strikeout. There was a run, no hits, an error, and nobody left. We played a half inning on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Patriots lead it by 1.
At Sendak Cooperative, we are proud to be your trusted full-service grain, agronomy, and energy choice for our communities in central North Dakota. For all of your grain, agronomy, and energy decisions, they are proud to support our local farmers and communities we work and live in. With our state-of-the-art facilities and dedicated team, we ensure your farming operation will be looked at with care and efficiency. Whether you're looking for marketing decisions, agronomy needs, fuel for your operation, or a hot cup of coffee at their C-stores, Sendak Cooperative has you covered. Visit them online at sendakcooperative.com to learn more about how they can serve you. Sendak Cooperative, proud to serve our communities in central North Dakota.
When it comes to electrical work, experience matters. And at Miller's Electrical Service LLC, they've got the skills, expertise, and experience to get the job done right. From industrial and commercial projects to residential repairs and installations, get in touch with Gannon to get the job done safely, efficiently, and right the first time. Locally owned, trusted, and ready to serve your home or business. Call 701-430-2124 today and let Miller's Electrical Service LLC power your world.
On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future here today, it is a 1-0 lead for the Mayport CG Patriots as the Lakers will go like this. Top third of the lineup again, Logan Eastos, the junior shortstop, Alyssa Lindahl, the junior second baseman, and Piper Feller, the freshman center fielder. As this one will work and signed by Bailey Bergstrom, it'll be now 1-0. As Bergstrom, the freshman, sees the 1-0 pitch. That'll be hit up the third baseline foul, 1-1. Sierra Yale, the sophomore pitcher, batting cleanup. Aubrey Shep, the senior first baseman, batting fifth. Ella Smith, the eighth grader, right fielder, sixth, followed by Gretchen Deaver, the senior catcher, batting seventh. Here's the 1-1 pitch by Bergstrom. That'll be fisted up the third base line, but foul into the batting cages. It's now 1-2. Elizabeth Mitchell, the senior third baseman, batting eighth, and you have Rosencrantz, the freshman left fielder, will be batting ninth. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the way as the Aggies and the Burros watching and waiting to see how this one plays out before they take the field. Here's the pitch to Eastos. That'll miss, and actually it'll hit her as it comes in and hits her right on about the foot. So Logan Eastos will be the first base runner of the game here for the Lakers. Verwest in left with Foss in center, Peyton Strand in right. Here today for the Mayport CG Patriots. Zerfus at third with Galdi at first base as they're playing in a little bit, expecting a bunt. There is a bunt. This one will be fielded nicely by Zerfus, but it'll be an infield single, and going first to third is Logan Eastos. Zerfus and Galdi came down. Kritzberger, the second baseman, went over to cover first. And then going from first to third as nobody was covering third base was Logan Eastos. So it'll be an infield single on the way. Runners will be at the corners here for the Lakers. Verwest, again, in one of those tough spots of who's covering third. Parker Strand behind the plate here for the Patriots. There's a swing and a miss. Runner's going to go. They'll cut it off to shortstop Sand, but Lindahl will get into scoring position. It'll be 0-1 here to Piper Feller. Sand at shortstop, Kritzberger again at second base. And the Lakers 2 batters up, 2 batters on in scoring position. As this one will miss low, it's now 1-1. This Deluxe Burlington Lewis and Clark team averaging double digits in terms of runs scored per contest. The pitch. This will be a high fly ball that'll be into left field. Verwest will come in, and she can't make the catch. It goes by Verwest. 1 run will come in. It will be a single on the play. Eastos comes in to score. Lindahl will go to third, and Piper Feller makes her way all to second base. And just like that, the Lax Burlington Lewis and Clark Lakers have tied the game at 1 apiece. Verwest was coming in, maybe looking at the base runner at third, and just got her eye off the ball. Now it's Sierra Yale. Yale with a fly ball deep to left, way back to the track, and that ball's off the top of the wall. Linda will come in to score. Piper Feller on her horse from second to home. It's a bases clearing, ringing double for Yale, and the Lakers take a 3-1 lead. That ball missed going out by maybe a half a foot. And the Lakers are wasting very little time right now getting some runs on the board. It's 3-1 here for the Lax Burlington Lewis and Clark. Aubrey Shep now coming up to the plate. Chad Mears alongside John Young and Mark Sandman here for our umpiring crew. Aubrey Shep, the senior first baseman, will hit one up the third base side. That'll go foul. It's 0-1. One thing that's been well acquainted for so far in terms of Deluxe Burlington Lewis and Clark, they are wasting very little time swinging through a pitch as this one has popped up. Potentially playable. Galdi gives it some room, makes the catch in foul territory right in front of the Patriot dugout. That'll be the first out up the first base side. So Shep is retired on 2 pitches. It was Ella Smith, the 8th grader will be coming into the lineup here for Delax Burlington, Lewis and Clark against Bailey Bergstrom. As this misses low, it's now 1-0. So a hit by pitch by Logan Eastos. A single by Lindahl, a single by Feller, and a double by Yale has given the Lakers a 3-1 lead. Here's the 1-0. Check swing that'll go into the second row. That'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. Here at Theraldson Park up the third base side. You got the batting cages, the bullpen up the first base side. A perfect spot to watch the game if you're a fan. Come on out. You're pretty much right into the action as this one misses low. Parker Strand smothers. It's 2-1. Got a little grandstand up there, a little bit of a spot to warm up for the opposing pitchers as well. Here's the 2-ball, 1 strike offering. This will be hit on the ground. That'll go foul. Broadcast today from the Chad's Excavating broadcast booth. Chad's Excavating, helping farmers grow, helping you with your water management plans. Call Chad's Excavating, 701-430-0182. This will also miss inside low. It's 3-1. 6 batters to the plate so far for Delax Burlington, Lewis and Clark. Here's the 3-2 offering now to Smith. This would be hit up the third base side foul. Longest at bat so far against Bailey Bergstrom in the circle. 3 hits, 3 runs so far across here for Delax Burlington, Lewis and Clark. 3-2 again. We'll have another foul ball as it goes up to Peggy Pearson, who's been with DLB since 2017 with this Laker program. She's been the head coach since 2019 here for the Lakers. 3-2 all over again will be hit on the ground. That'll go to Sand at short. Sand will fire across the diamond. They get the run there. A delayed move from second to third. Coming on in will be Sierra Yale. Smith is retired 6-3 on the putout as Goldie threw it across to Zerfus. Zerfus had to climb the ladder for that one. Made sure the ball did not go over her glove. And now there's 2 down. Gretchen Deaver, the senior catcher, up to the plate now here for the Lakers. As the Lakers will love to get that 4th run here in the bottom of the first inning. While for the Patriots, can they minimize the ambush here to 3? Because 4 pitches, Eastos was on. Lindahl swung at the first pitch. Feller on the third pitch. Sierra Yale on the first pitch. For the top 4 batters in the lineup. 1 ball, no strike here to Deaver. This will be hit right back up the middle. The shortstop with a nice glove there by Sandacross, but throws will be towards the home plates, not towards right field. So the runner will come in by Yale as having to come off the bag will be Goldie. It's now a 4-1 lead here for Delax Burlington, Lewis and Clark. They'll give that an infield single. As now coming on here for Delax Burlington will be Harper Feller, the 7th grader to run for the catcher of Deaver. So they'll give the infield single to Gretchen, saying even if there was a good throw, was not going to beat her. And now the Lakers already with 4 runs across. And just like a normal high school softball game, scheduled to play 7 innings. Unless there is a mercy run rule after 5, as this one will hit Elizabeth Mitchell. So the senior third baseman will get aboard, and runners will be at first and second with Rosenkrantz. As the Lakers now with their 9th batter here in the bottom of the first inning. Runner at second base will be Feller. Mitchell stands at first. Here's the pitch. That'll miss outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Last couple of appearances here for the Lakers. The pitch. This will be hit on the ground. That'll be gloved there by Zerfus. She'll take it 3 and assisted to retire the side. But 4 runs, 4 hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left. We played 1 today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's a 4-1 lead now for Delax Burlington, Lewis and Clark.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Beef, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, the half or the whole beef from Mueller Beef, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro.
The Norman County Fair, June 18th through 21st. Fireworks, monster truck, Laura J's strong and amazing aerial stunt show, racing, free stage entertainment, magic shows, youth and senior days, mechanical bull riding, free music, Veterans Day. It's the Norman County Fair. Get the full schedule at normancountyfair.com. There's so much more at the Freegate Fair. The Norman County Fair, June 18th through 21st, Ada, Minnesota, where summer begins and the fun never ends.
Top of the second inning here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 4-1 lead for the Lakers as they currently have the advantage over the Mayport CG at Northwood Patriots. Chase Miller with you here today from Fargo. Going back to Des Lacs, Burlington, Lewis and Clark before we went to break. They've made state now 9 consecutive seasons every year since 2016. This is a club that has expected to be at this particular tournament year in and year out. 2021, over the last 4 years, their best placing, finishing third. As you'll see, Peyton Strand, Brooklyn Goldie, and Hadley Verwest do up here for the Patriots in the top of the second inning. 1 ball, no strikes. It's Sierra Yale with back-to-back strikeouts to finish the first, and this one will run outside. It's now 2-0. Last season, taking 5th place over Thompson and Jamestown. 2 years ago, 7th place in Minot, 8th place here in Fargo back in 2022. As this is going to be laced up the third baseline foul for the lefty Strand, and then in third in 2021. Just one state tournament appearance back in 2018 for the Lakers. This has been owned by the East. If you go back through the very first time, it's been the Eastern teams, as this one is foul back, originally with Enderlin Maple Valley, Central Cass, Kindred Richland. Beulah, the very first team from the West back in 2023 to win the state championship here in B. 2-2 pitch on the way to Peyton Strand. This one will be fouled, and we'll keep it at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lakers with some players who've made it last year back on this roster. The Patriots, a handful that got in the varsity starting 9 last season for Keenan. As this will be a changeup, unable to be gloved by Deaver. It'll be a strikeout, but making her way to first base will be Strand. As the changeup, Deaver was almost thinking it was going to be a foul tip as the way the swing was coming. As Strand really did a good job for Peyton. When the ball came, she almost slowed the bat up as much as she could, and almost like Inception trying to move. Got a runner on at least in some capacity, but that'll be a strikeout variety, but still nobody out. As this one will run in, and they say did it hit her or not? Nope, they'll say it'll be a ball. As Brooklyn Goldie has been required to say that the home plate umpire said that she went out to throw the chicken wing. So that actually will not be a hit-by pitch, and we'll do it all over again here with Yale going up against Brooklyn Goldie. Big swing there. As we'll see this one. Now be 1 ball, 1 strike. So for the Mayport CG Patriots. Can they answer here in the top of the second after the Lakers put 4 runs across in the bottom half of the first? There's a swing and a miss to now make it 1-2. Patriots' lone run of the game, if you're just joining us, came back top of the first inning. Parker Strand got on base with a Logan Eastos throwing air at shortstop. Came in to score. There's a 1-2. There's a swing up in the zone. Got that rise ball working, and there's 1 down here in the top of the second inning. And now you'll have Verwest here, the 8th grader. A left fielder here from the Mayport CG Patriots in a game that got underway back about 20 minutes ago. Here's the pitch on the way. That will be a nice strike on the inner part of the plate. It's now 0-1. If you're a softball fan, this is right on top of you here at NDSU from Theraldson Park. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This will be hit foul. Now 0-2. We also will have the Shield Softball All-Star Series on Monday and Tuesday on yourliveevent.com. Monday we'll be up at North Dakota in Grand Forks at Albrecht Field. Then we'll make our way to Minot. Then on Tuesday for the skills competition in game number 3. That again is the Shield Softball All-Star Series Monday and Tuesday on yourliveevent.com. This will run out of the zone. It's now 1-2. Staying put there is Peyton Strand at first base. Sierra Yale up in the zone working that rise ball has really done a nice job so far. Pitch will be swing and a miss, and Yale gets another punch out. 5 consecutive strikeouts here for Sierra Yale right now, as now it's to Foss, the senior center fielder. As Alicia will look up to Keenan Konchak here up the third base line, get the call. As Yale right now looks to Deaver behind the plate looking for another punch out. That one nicely done, splits the plate. It's 0-1. Working ahead on these batters here in the second inning is Yale. There was a full count back in the first by Maddie Sand. A 2-2 count then by Zerfus and Kritzberger. There's a swing and a miss. Now it's 0-2 as Yale trying to waste little time here in the top of the second inning, bring those Lakers bats up to the plate. No balls, 2 strikes here to Foss. Swing and a miss. And that's the 6th strikeout here for Foss. No runs, no hits. There was no errors and a runner left. We have played 1.5 today. It's a 4-1 lead here for DOB Lewis and Clark.
The world of Outlaws late models return to the Norman County Raceway, Ada, Minnesota, June 28th. Ada Building Center LLC start to finish showdown. Presented by R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Enjoy the experience. Nationwide top 10 experience last year. Let's make it number 1 this year. World of Outlaws late models. Ada Building Center LLC start to finish showdown. Presented by R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Tickets now available. ncraceway.com.
Let's face it, moving is a pain. And if you decide to do it yourself, take the hassle out with All About Moving in Grand Forks. While national conglomerates tend to overcharge and take longer, All About Moving is locally owned and wants to make your next move an efficient and stress-free experience. Take the stress out of moving with All About Moving in Grand Forks, so you can focus on the things that really matter.
As we go to the bottom of the second inning here, Logan Eastas will lead things off for the leadoff batter, the second time here against Bergstrom. As this is going to be a fly ball deep to left, way back, and that puppy is gone. It's a solo homer for Logan Eastas on a line drive shot, and Delax Burlington, Lewis and Clark has taken a 5-1 advantage. All that's missing now from the Laker point of view is a triple, and you will have your team cycle. Well, Sierra Yale almost hit a home run to left field. That one more towards left center. A line drive shot for Eastas. Gets her second run of the contest. Now it's Lindahl. Lindahl will see this one work inside. It's 1-0. So for the Lakers, up by 4 now. There's a nice looking pitch by Bergstrom on the change. Got Lindahl out in front. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. There's the 1-1 offering. There's a pop-up that'll go foul. Now 1-2. 1 run across so far for the Patriots. No hits. Well, it's been 5 runs on 5 hits for Delax Burlington, Lewis and Clark. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Bergstrom gets her first strikeout. Got Lindahl out in front not once but twice and gets out number 1 here for Mayport CG in the bottom of the second inning. Piper Fowler a single with a run scored in the first inning. Here's the pitch on the way. Piper will take this one. That'll be a ball. It's 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes upcoming here to Feller. This is going to be a hot shot underneath the glove of Zerfus, and this will go underneath the glove of Verwest in left. So it's a single, followed by an error by the left fielder that'll allow her to get to second. So Piper Feller gets the single, and then underneath the 5-hole of Verwest in left field as well. So that'll be the error on the play. First one against the Patriots here, but Piper Feller hit that one right on the screws. I'll be standing at second base. As we'll see Sierra Yale with a bases clearing 2 RBI double her last time up to left. The 1-0. That'll work inside for a ball. It's now 1 ball, no strikes. Wind blowing out today more towards right center or right field here at Theraldson Park. Popped up. This one, a chance. Galdi and Kritzberger, and Galdi just lost it in the sun. Going to third base here and tripping over third will be Piper Feller. She'll stay there. It'll be a single here for Yale as no one touched it. Just kind of lost it up in the clouds in the sun a little bit. And now you have a courtesy runner here for the Lakers in Hayden Anderson, the 8th grader. So Anderson will come on now and run at first base, and Keenan Konchak wants to talk it over with his infield. We'll break with him on yourliveevent.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent in Hillsborough.
As Keenan just trying to reset everybody in the infield, making sure everyone's all right. Just talking about a pop-up, where everybody is at and where they're supposed to be, and also give Bergstrom a chance to recollect herself and compose. As you'll see, Aubrey Shep, the senior first baseman, popped out her last time up. Here's the pitch on the way. Runners in a break. They'll throw it back down to third. Going into scoring position now here for the Lakers will be Hayden Anderson as she stands at second base. And here's what good softball teams just find ways to do. Put runners in scoring position, put the ball in play, and force you to make the play respectively defensively. And this very similar to what Kindred Richland did en route to their state championship last season. 1-1 pitch. That'll miss out of the zone. It's now 2-1. So still to come later today after conclusion of this game. It'll be the 3 seed of Velvet Drake Anamoose against Hillsborough Central Valley. 2-1 pitch. And looking spot by Bergstrom. Swing and a miss by Shep. It's now 2-2. Oh, a strikeout would be large here for Bailey. That'll work out of the zone. Now makes the count full at 3-2. Ellis Smith is the on-deck batter here for the Lakers. 1 run across with a Logan Eastos home run. As we have Feller at third and Anderson at second. The 3-2 pitch is hit foul. And here for the state baseball and softball tournaments, but particularly in softball here, you'll see that orange bag up the first base side that'll allow the runner to go to that particular bag, with the defender going to the main part for the first baseman or the pitcher when covering, as this one is fouled by Aubrey Shep. As fans continue to file in on a nice day at the ball yard. Here's the 3-2 pitch upcoming from Bergstrom. Popped up. This one a chance. Galdi will glove it, and there will be 2 down. That'll be in foul territory, about 3 feet up the first base line, foul. And for the second time, Aubrey Shep has popped up to Galdi in foul territory, and the Patriots are 1 good pitch, 1 good out away from just giving up 1 run here in the second. Well, the Lakers will like to open up this game here if Ellis Smith can find a way to hit one back up the middle. You know, 1 or 2 runs will be coming in, as Smith will take a ball low. It's 1-0. Patriots a deep outfield here, particularly in left with Verwest, who's about 10 feet in front of the warning track, similar to Foss in left center field for the center fielder. And then playing in a little bit more is Peyton Strand in right, as this one works behind the count now to Smith. It's 2 balls, no strikes with Bergstrom. Hitters count, 2-0 pitch. That'll be called a strike at the knee. Now 2-1 for the Patriots in the third. They're 9-1 and 2 batters due up with Anderson to lead things off. 2-1 offering. That'll be outside. It's now 3-1. All turf here at Thoroldson Park. From the infield to the outfield, and one of the very first turfs across the state of North Dakota, whether it's high school or softball, as this one will be a walk and a ball. First free pass of the game for Bergstrom. She did hit a batter with Logan Eastas back in the first, but first of the normal variety walk. As now you'll see the catcher and Gretchen Deaver. Bases full of Lakers and nowhere to put Deaver, who's already got a single with a run driven in here this afternoon. As we make our way towards the noon hour here, softball game that's about a half hour old. Got under just away after 11 o'clock. First pitch swinging, popped up. Galdi giving chase, but this one will go out of play by about 5 feet up the first base line. It's now 0-1. Seventh batter to the plate here for the Lakers. A home run by Eastas. Lindon with a strikeout. Piper Feller got a single, then an error on Verwes as it went underneath her feet and glove. Sierra Yale got a single, pop out by Shep, and a walk by Smith. Here's the 0-1 from Bergstrom. Fouled again, it's 0-2. Thompson Tommy baseball currently getting underway with Renville County. Josh Boyko on the call for that here on your liveevent.com. Just across the way from Newman Outdoor Field. Currently scoreless top of the first. Renville County threatening. This one works inside. It's now 1-2. We'll also have coverage of Northern Cass baseball a little bit later on after the conclusion of the Thompson game. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Bergstrom gets the strikeout, and the Lakers leave the bases loaded. There was 1 run on 3 hits and Aaron 3 runners left. We played 2 today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. The Lax Burlington, Lewis and Clark leads it by 4.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Here's a message from Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cassette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
As we get to our in-game update brought to you in part by Farmers Union Insurance with Ryan Opdell Agency in Hillsboro. Get in touch with Ryan today by simply calling 701-436-5777. For the Lakers, 5 runs on 7 hits. They've committed 1 error with 5 runners left on base. While for the Patriots, they've scored a 1 run on no hits. They've committed 1 error with a runner left on base. That's our in-game update brought to you in part by Farmers Union Insurance. Ryan Opdell Agency, a solo home run as well on the way from Logan Eastas, and a 2 RBI double from Sierra Yale are the big hits from the Lakers' perspective as Taylor Anderson fouls this one off for the junior designated player. One run for the Patriots by Parker Strand came in after the run driven in by Maddie Sand. So no balls and a strike as the Patriots, second time through after Taylor Anderson will be going up against Sierra Yale. And this will be popped up. That'll go to the second baseman. Lindahl takes a couple of steps back. Anderson retired on 2 pitches, and there's 1 down. So first time through 2 1/3 innings here for Yale. She's yet to give up a hit. 2 base runners on an error and then a strikeout swinging. She struck out 6 batters in a row at one point through the lineup. Now it's to Parker Strand. Strand swing and a miss. It's now 0-1. Strand put the ball in play. And then Eastas threw a 1-hopper to Aubrey Shep at first. That's how Strand was able to get aboard, and he eventually come in and score. As this will work outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Rosencrantz in left with Feller in center, Smith in right field here today. Ballpark coach true, whether you're lefty or a righty. 200 down both sides, 218 to straightaway center. As this one will miss out of the zone now, 2-1. Deaver behind the plate. Sierra Yale definitely been the story of this game so far in the circle. The 2-1 pitch, that'll run in off the glove of Deaver, now make it 3-1. Mitchell at third, Aubrey Shep at first. Lindahl at second, and Eastos at short. Parker Strand trying to find a way to get aboard for the second time here today for the Patriots. She will be taken all the way. It's a 5-pitch walk. First free pass of the game here for Yale. Yale has seen a base runner in the first, second, and the third, but outside of Parker Strand making it into scoring position, eventually home, the only other player has been Peyton Strand to make it on base, and she was eventually left at first in the second. This will work up and out by Maddie Sand. It's now 1-0 as Sierra Yale was getting ahead of batters in the second inning, did on Taylor Anderson on 2 pitches. Now falling behind Maddie Sand here in the third. 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Coming up after the conclusion of this game, make sure you stay tuned with us on our Norman County Raceway, Red River Valley Speedway postgame report. 1-1, and that'll work outside. 2-1. We'll get a chance to get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our Halstead Telephone postgame connection, that and more. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And a quick look at the final box score as we transition from Game 1 to Game 2. The 2-1. That'll work outside for a ball. It's now 3-1. So Sierra Yale on the verge of walking back-to-back batters on 5 pitches here, the top half of the Patriot lineup. Here's the 3-1 offering. I'll be in there for a strike. It's now 3-2. So Sand taking all the way, works the count full. This will be just the second time that Yale has seen a full count. Both have been to Maddie Sand in the number 2 spot in the Patriots lineup. The payoff pitch, coming from Yale. A chopper, that'll go to the first baseman, backhanded there by Aubrey Shep, who flips it over to Lindahl, who's covering first for as that took Aubrey up the first base side. Going from first to third on the play will be Parker Strand. Maddie Sand is retired 3-4 on the putout. And there's 2 down here in the top of the third inning with the runner at third. Good base running there by Parker Strand. Just that play took a little bit longer to develop from what the Lakers would like. By the time Aubrey Shep was able to give it over to Lindahl, Maddie Sand nearly beat out an infield single. Instead, there's 2 down. And taking a ball here is going to be Hudson Zerfus as it's 1-0. Zerfus with a strikeout. Her first time up was the first of 6 consecutive strikeouts by Yale in the circle. As this one works in at the knee for a strike, it's 1-1. For the Lakers, bottom of the third inning, it'll be 8, 9, and 1 batters due up here for Deluxe Burlington, Lewis and Clark. As this misses, now 2 balls and a strike. Patriots looking to capitalize here. They've had a base runner on in every inning against Sierra Yale, but just nothing in consecutive fashion that we've seen from the Lakers, putting 2, 3, 4 quality bats together in a row and to get on base. 2-1 pitch, swing and miss, now 2-2. Patriots trying to bring in a 1-out walk. Well, Sierra Yale looking for her 7th strikeout here in the circle for the Lakers. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Yale indeed gets her 7th strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left as we play 2.5 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's a 5-1 Deluxe Burlington Lewis and Clark lead.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Life is full of surprises, and at Bickett Insurance Agency of Carrington, they're here to protect what matters most to you. Bickett Insurance is your local auto owner's insurance agency, offering home, auto, business, crop, health, or life insurance with personalized solutions tailored to your needs and budget. With over 20 years of experience, trust Bickett Insurance Agency to provide you with peace of mind. Let's ensure your future is secure with Bickett Insurance Agency services, serving Foster and Stutzman counties and throughout the state of North Dakota. Bickett Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agency, protecting what matters most.
Let's face it, moving is a pain. And if you decide to do it yourself, take the hassle out with All About Moving in Grand Forks. While national conglomerates tend to overcharge and take longer, All About Moving is locally owned and wants to make your next move an efficient and stress-free experience. Take the stress out of moving with All About Moving in Grand Forks, so you can focus on the things that really matter.
As we come back, first pitch swinging is Elizabeth Mitchell out to Foss in center, and Mitchell is retired on the flyout. There's one down here in the bottom of the third inning as Bailey Bergstrom continues to work here in the circle for the Mayport CG Patriots. Now it's to Rosenkrantz, who grounded out to Galdi at third base her last time up, 3 unassisted. This will be a fly ball. That'll be to right. Peyton Strand comes in. Oh, what a catch by Strand. Strand on the snow cone, and then Barrow rolled on top of it towards first base. Peyton Strand with a nice web gem catch there in right. 2 down here in the bottom of the third inning. 2 pitches, 2 outs here. Bailey Bergstrom loves that. Now it goes to Logan Eastos, who had a rope to left center field as the wind has died down a little bit here on the north end of Fargo from what we had earlier as Eastos swing and a miss. It's now 0-1. So 3 straight batters retired, 4 of the last 5 here for Bailey Bergstrom in the circle. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off speed, good spot in there for a strike. It's 0-2. 5th pitch of the inning, and Bailey Bergstrom has a chance to get 3 outs. 0-2, this one will be jammed up the third base side, and we'll keep it at no balls and 2 strikes. Starting to see the Burrows get some work in up the third base side here today. Getting ready for their game with the Aggies. That'll be next. The 0-2 offering. Hit on a line. That'll go to center, and one hop the center fielder in Foss. Logan Eastos, another barrel up softball here. That'll be her 3rd time she has reached base, and the Lakers will be looking for a 2-out rally in the bottom of the 3rd. While for Bailey Bergstrom, after giving up 4 runs in the 1st, a run in the 2nd, there's a chance to get out of the 3rd inning with no runs across and see if the Patriots can put a couple of quality at-bats against Sierra Yale in the 4th inning. Runners in a break for 2nd. The throw and the tag, not in time. Sand applied the tag, goes just a little bit up where Sand had to glove it up before applying the tag down. Not a bad throw by Parker Strand, but Logan Eastos got a good jump, and she gets into scoring position with the stolen base. The 1-0 pitch. DeLindell now makes it 1 ball and 1 strike on the swing and miss. Here's the 1-1 offering. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped in the glove of Parker Strand. It's now 1-2. Kind of a mini large at bat here for the Patriots as this one goes right off the knee of Parker Strand. She gloves it, looks the runners. It'll be an infield single. I'll make sure that Bailey Bergstrom, is all right, said Strand looking at the catcher. They'll just make sure that this one goes right off of Bergstrom here, and she just gives a thumbs up that she's okay. That ball didn't go too far away from the circle. Update from Newman Outdoor Field. The Thompson Tommies lead Renville County 2-0. Top of the 2nd inning in the state baseball quarterfinals. The throw down and out. Do they apply the tag? Yes. Parker Strand at Kritzberger, and Lindahl is retired at 2nd base, caught stealing. So there were no runs ahead, no errors, and a runner left. We played 3 today here in Fargo. Deluxe Burlington, Lewis and Clark leads it by 4.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future, secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you graduates as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead in a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration and staff of the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts. To all students, parents, and families of the Hillsboro and Central Valley Schools, thank you for a great year.
Top of the fourth inning here on your liveevent.com, and a couple of plays right now that possibly could be our play of the game if the Mayport CG Patriots come back and defeat the Lakers, as Bailey Bergstrom got Gretchen Deaver to strike out with the bases loaded in the second after one run came across, and then a caught stealing there. Good throw from Parker Strand to Kritzberger as Lindo was trying to get in a scoring position. Now it's just a matter of, can the Patriots get some runs across? Bailey Bergstrom, 3 innings of work. She's given up 8 hits, 5 runs, 2 strikeouts with a walk and a hit by pitch. While for Sierra Yale, 3 innings of work, no hits, one walk and 7 strikeouts. As this one goes up the right field side, that'll go foul. Smith gives a chase. It's now 0-1. The Patriots have sent 4 batters to the plate in all 3 innings so far. And so we'll have the 0-1 pitch upcoming here to bring Kritzberger. Struck out her last time up swinging. There's a swing and a miss. Now makes it 0-2. State Class B softball tournament here today from Theraldson Park on the north side of Fargo. State A up in Grand Forks. The 0-2. That'll work out of the zone. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sierra Yale with the pitch. This will be hit on the ground, a high hopper. That'll go to Yeastos. Yeastos with a clean throw, but this one going to go up the first base side. Aubrey Shep is going to find a way to get to first base here. And Shep was having to get off the bag after the throw by Yeastos. Looked like it was going to be clean, but then Shep had to make her way, so it'll be the second error of the game on the shortstop. And now the Patriots get a runner on in the 4th. We'll see if they can remedy the situation as they did in the first on a throwing error by Yeastos to bring at the time Parker Strand in. There's a swing and a miss by Payton. It's now 0-1. Payton Strand reached base in the second after a strikeout that Deaver was unable to complete the catch behind home plate. Patriots, 3rd time in 4 innings, they got their leadoff runner aboard here against Yale. There's an inside-out swing that'll go to left. The left fielder in Rosencrantz able to make the catch. Payton Strand with a fly ball to left field, and there's 1 down here in the 4th inning. Brooklyn Galdi 0-for-1 with a strikeout back in the 2nd inning. Able to put the ball in play by Kritzberger and Strand, a runner at first. The Mayport CG Patriots, 11 wins and 11 losses on the season. While for Delax Burlington, Lewis and Clark, 21-2 on the year here for the Lakers. Jammed, and Yale will call everybody off in the circle. 1 pitch and 1 down, right back to the pitcher on a little pop-out. And now it's Hadley Verwest. Verwest 0-for-1 as well with a strikeout here. 4th batter of the inning for the Patriots. So one thing that Yale has done a really nice job of so far, she's not allowed multiple batters to reach base in consecutive order. There's a swing and a miss. Verwest falls behind the count, no balls and a strike. For the Lakers, it'll be the heart of their lineup. 3, 4, and 5 batters due up in the bottom half of the 4th. As this one works outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Delax Burlington, Lewis and Clark this weekend in search of their first state title in program history. And the Mayport CG Patriots, they've made it to state 5 straight years. They've never played in a state championship game. That'll be 1-2. 2 teams that have really owned the State B last year's state champion Kinder Richland and the Central Cass Squirrels. Those two are really the 1-2 combination. 1-2 pitch is laced up the first base line. That'll go foul. Between those two clubs, they just have constantly found ways to appear in a state championship game. Central Cass or Kinder Richland have won 10 of the 12 sanctioned tournaments in North Dakota. Combined have played in 11 of the 12 state championship games. This one's going to be hit. That'll go right back to Yale on a 3-hopper. Yale completes the play to Aubrey Shep, 1-3 on the putout. There were no runs, no hits, and a runner left. We played 3.5 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's Mayport CG down by 4.
Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. A Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, A Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Bottom of the 4th inning on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.com. Piper Feller has reached base twice here today for the Lakers. As here's the pitch. This will be laced in over the glove of Kritzberger at second. Piper Feller gets aboard with her third single of the contest. That'll be the 9th hit of the game for Des Lacs, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark. They've gotten at least one hit in every inning, 4 in the first inning, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 so far here in inning number 4. Fly ball, hit to center. Foss is there a little bit in the gap, makes the catch. Sierra Yale is retired on one pitch, and that's a large out number 1 here in the 4th inning after a Piper Feller single. Sierra Yale with a fly out. Now it goes to Aubrey Shep, who's 0 for 2 today with a pair of pop-outs in foul territory to Goldie at first base. The pitch, looking to bunt, going through the zone. They'll say yes, she did. Shep gave enough of an attempt at that one to be called a strike. It's 0-1. Top 4 batters here for the Lakers have combined so far for 8 hits in the game, as this one is popped up, playable. Bergstrom calls everybody up, but loses it off the heel of the glove. And that'll be in fair territory, so it'll be an error on the pitcher. And Feller will go to second base, as Bergstrom had a clean grab at it. There was nobody around her, but as she made her way into foul territory, just hit the bottom of the glove and just hit the wrong spot. Now runners will be at first and second. This will be 0-1 here now to Ellis Smith. Lakers looking to break this game open a little bit here in inning number 4. Trying to get up by more than one swing would tie it if the Patriots could load the bases. This one will work outside. That'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. So a single by Piper Feller stands at second. A fly out by Yale to center. Aubrey Shep reaches base on an error, and now it's a 1-1 pitch here to Ella Smith. This will be hit on the ground, backhanded by the third baseman. Zerfish goes across the diamond for 2, not in time. But what a play by Zerfish. Feller is retired. As now you'll have Shep standing at second base. Ella Smith reaches on a fielder's choice, and there's 2 down. Really nice play by Zerfish. She was able to backhand that ball, hit by Smith, took 2 steps to third, and then threw a P over to Goldley just by about maybe a half a foot. Otherwise, it would have been a double play. Gretchen Deaver is 1 of 2 with a single and a run driven in today. She will take a strike looking. It's now 0-1. Here's been the hill to climb for Delax Burlington, trying to get over a 4-run lead here against the Patriots. Bergstrom with the 0-1 pitch. This one will be a high grounder that'll go back to the second baseman who backhands it. Kritzberger steps on the base at second base to retire this side. There was no runs on a hit, and Aaron, 2 runners left on base. We played 4 today here on the north side of Fargo, and it's still a 4-run lead for Delax Burlington, Lewis and Clark.
The City of Hillsboro invites you to make Hillsboro your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsboro and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsboro. If you have questions related to services available in the City of Hillsboro, contact the Hillsboro City Office at 701-636-4620.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhb.bank or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Broadcasting today from the Chad's Excavating broadcast booth. Chase Miller with you here on the north side of Fargo at Theraldson Park on the campus of North Dakota State University. For more information on Chad's Excavating, give them a call at 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating, helping farmers grow and helping farmers with your water management plans. Again, get in touch with Chad's Excavating, 701-430-0182. For the Lakers here, up by 4. 9 outs to go as it stands right now. They would make their way into the semifinals unless the Patriots can mount a comeback. Foss 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. It's 8-9-1 batters here for Mayport CG. Also work inside now 2-0. Sierra Yale has worked 4 innings of no-hit baseball. She's given up 1 walk, and in this game has struck out 7 batters. The 2-0 pitch popped. This one could be dangerous, but the shortstop able to get there, and Eastos takes a couple of nice steps back. A pop-up that was going almost to short center. 3 pitches, and Foss is retired, and there's 1 down. Taylor Anderson with a pop-up to Lindahl at second, her first time up in the 3rd. Couple of errors, 1 walk, has put some runners on base. There's a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Once this game gets done, it will be about a half hour or so before we get to the Velva Drake Anamusen Hillsboro Central Valley Borough softball game. A 1 pitch, that'll work on the zone 1-1. Next scheduled game for a hard start is Central Cass and Carrington at about 4 o'clock later this afternoon. And we'll have the next 2 for you here on yourliveevent.com. 4-5 matchup features the 4 seed of Beulah against the 5 seed of Botno. 1-1, swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. The Carrington Cardinals will be having their first state tournament appearance in program history later today. Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels, looking to find a way to make it back to a state championship from head coach Scott Koss. The 1-2 popped up. That'll go foul. 1 and 2 will keep it again. Velvet Drake, Anamoose, Hillsboro, Central Valley played against each other about a month ago, in which the Burros did defeat the Aggies. We'll see what can happen the second matchup. Well, for Delax Burlington and Mayport CG, Region 2 Patriots going up against the Region 3 Lakers. 1-2 pitch just off the zone, now 2-2. Both of these teams winning their respective regions. The Patriots able to defeat Thompson in the Region 2 championship game. Then Delax Burlington, Lewis and Clark with a comeback win over Botno, 8-6. 2-2 fly ball popped up into center. Fowler calling everybody off as she makes the glove and the catch. 2 down. That's going to go to Parker Strand, who's been able to get on base twice as a leadoff batter, once on an error and once on a walk. She scored the only run of the game so far here for the Mayport CG Patriots in a contest that's just over an hour old. 4 2/3 innings for Yale the first 2 times through the lineup. As this will be called a strike, gets 0-1. She's hoping she does not have to see Parker Strand coming up ever again here in this game. That means Yale will be about 3 up and a 3 down cause to try to finish this one off. 0-1 pitch, that'll work out of the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. For the Lakers, 8, 9, and 1 batters of Mitchell, Rosencrantz, and Yeastas due up in the bottom of the 5th inning. Difference in this game is that first, as this will miss low now 2-1, where the Lakers able to plate 4 runs in the first inning. Mayport CG put 1 run up, but they have yet to get any more runs since that first inning. The 2-1 pitch on the way to Parker Strand. This one will go foul. Now it's going to be 2-2. Press box here can be peppered from the lefty or the righty selection, where it just goes right over the fence that holds the softball in play with the protective netting here. The 2-2 pitch on the way to Strand. Will run at the hands, now 3-2. So Parker got a 3-ball count. Her last time up has worked the count full here in the 5th. As the Patriots are still looking for their first base hit against Sierra Yale. Here's the 3-2 offering. That'll run inside, and Parker Strand is aboard for her 3rd time in the contest. A couple of walks, able to get to first. Now it's going to be to Maddie Sand, who's 0 for 2 today with a couple of groundouts, but has put the ball in play here against Sierra Yale. Starting to see why Yale only had a 1.92 earned run average throughout the course of the season for the Lakers, and how she's utilizing different locations, different speeds, as this one's called a strike. 0-1, just really good pitching so far here for Sierra for the Lakers. Sierra Yale, just a 10th grader here for the Lakers. The 0-1 pitch, that'll run inside and nearly hit Maddie Sand. It's now 1-1. Sand just had to turn out of the way of that one late. Maybe about another half a foot. That'll probably hit her in the hip, but instead able to get out of the way. As Zio works the 1-1 pitch. Off speed, this one will go in the turf. Runners on a break from first to second and slide in safely. Parker Strand will get into scoring position. It'll be a 2-ball, 1-strike count here to Sand, as that one was a good about 5 feet in front of home plate, and right when it hit the turf, Parker Strand said, I'm going to get to second base here, able to do so. It's the first time since the first inning that the Patriots have had a runner in scoring position, and it was also Parker Strand. 2-1 pitch, foul back to the backstop. It's now 2-2. Has been consistent, the 4th batter to the plate here for the Patriots in the 5th, where they've done that through all 4 innings prior. But Mayport CG, as it stands right now, down to their final 7 outs. The 2-2 offering. Hit on the ground, a high hopper. It will be a CNI single. Rounding third on her way home is Strand. Here's a throw by Feller off the glove of Deaver. Going to second base is Sand. Sand then will round second base, and she will stay there. It's a RBI single here on the way by Maddie Sand. The Patriots are back on the board as they trail it 5-2. Just with this turf, just kind of like the old Metrodome days, just kind of a Christian Guzman slap at it and hope it goes somewhere. And exactly what Maddie Sand was able to do, is it'll be the first base hit of the game, and it will be a run-driven end hit. The second RBI here for Sand, as there'll be a courtesy runner now at second base. Aubrey Ringler will come in and courtesy run. So Ringler will be at second. Sand will go from first to second on the throw by Feller home. And it went off the glove of Deaver. So make it a 5-2 contest right now here in the 5th inning on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard with Hudson Zerfus. So the Patriots get a run across here in the 5th. Now can they make it a little bit more interesting with a second run here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard? But Maddie Sand so far with both runs driven in, both runs scored of Parker Strand. As you'll see Hudson Zerfus, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Sierra Yale, we'll see this called the strike. It's 0-1. Zerfus will like to do what Sand did, just put something in play. As Ringler now stands again at second base. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit up the middle. This one will go to the second baseman, and that'll be to Lindahl. Over to Aubrey Shep to retire the side, but a run does come in off a one hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, we have a new score. Patriots now down by 3.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As we get to our in-game update, brought to you in part by Farmers Union Insurance with Ryan Opdahl Agency in Hillsboro. In-game update, taking a look at state baseball. The Thompson Tommies with a 4-0 lead over Renville County as they're in the top of the 4th inning. Thompson 4, Renville County scoreless. Well, for Delax Burlington, 5 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. For Mayport CG, 2 runs, 1 hit, and 2 errors today. In-game update again brought to you in part by Ryan Opdahl Agency, Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. Mitchell, Rosencrantz, and Yeastas here. It's a 1-0 pitch. As this will be hit in the air, that'll go down the left field line foul. It's now 1-1. Mitchell is 0 for 1 today with a hit by pitch back in the first inning. Rosencrantz 0 for 2, and then back to the top of the lineup with Logan Yeastas. So Patriots able to get that second run across, cut that deficit to 3. As this one will work out of the zone, it's now 2-1. Chad Mears, Mark Sandman, and John Young are umpiring crew here for the first game. This one is foul back. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. As we'll see the 2-2 upcoming here from Bailey Bergstrom. 2-2 swung and a miss, and Bergstrom gets her 3rd strikeout and her first since she struck out 2 in the second, and there's 1 down. Rosencrantz 0 for 2. The Lakers were threatening in the 3rd, threatening in the 4th, and they scored 1 run in the 5th after a leadoff solo home run as this one goes to right. Peyton Strand will come in and play it. Keeps it at a single. Rosencrantz gets aboard with 1 down here on an opposite field single here to right field for Rosencrantz. But the Lakers again with the solo home run by Logan Yeastas left the bases loaded after a strikeout of Deaver. Bergstrom has been able to work out of a couple of situations since the first inning, and she's going to have to try to do it again here in the 5th. The pitch, this one will be a fly ball, hit up the third base side. That'll go foul. It's now 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike here. Yeastas hit by a pitch, solo home run, a single, a stolen base. As this one will be popped up. Galdi, the first baseman, plays it, and coming in will be Kritzberger as Kritzberger hits the back of Galdi, loses her sunglasses, looks to be all right. It will be a pop out to the first baseman, and there's 2 down. We saw a similar play earlier where that one split between Kritzberger and Galdi, so Kritzberger was saying, no matter what, I'm going to go to that softball here. There's 2 down, and probably Galdi's probably got a stinger on her back from Kritzberger. But regardless, the out is recorded. Now it's to Lindahl. Lindahl fouls this one off her left heel. It's 0-1. Lindahl with a single and a run scored in the first, a single in the 3rd, and was caught stealing. As the top of the lineup here has really done the damage again for Delax Burlington, Lewis, and Clark, as this one is popped up foul, now 0-2. They have 9 of the 11 hits so far here today for the Lakers, top 4 in the lineup. The 0-2. This one will roll by Bergstrom to Parker Strand behind the plate. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Patriots looking for another goose egg on that half-inning column as this one goes popped up and foul, and we'll keep it at 1-2. DLB, Lewis and Clark, 4 runs in the first, 1 run in the second, scoreless since. 1-2, going to be hit in the air. That's down the right field line, and that'll go foul. Mayport CG a run in the first and a run in the fifth so far here for the Patriots. But the Patriots can get the bats up to the plate one more time. 4, 5, and 6 batters with Kritzberger here in the 6th inning. Trying to see if they can get maybe just another run across, put a little more pressure on this Laker club as this one works inside for a ball. It's now 2-2. Lakers came through yesterday to Fargo, had their practice in Bismarck before making their way to Fargo for the state tournament as this one goes off the glove of Parker Strand. Making her way into scoring position now will be Rosenkrantz, and we'll have a full count at 3-2. And Feller is the on-deck batter. 3-2 pitch hit on the ground. This one will be backhanded by Zerfus. Zerfus across the diamond. Nice play by the third baseman to Goldie. Zerfus with a backhand and a good throw to retire this side. No runs a hit, no errors, and a runner left. We played 5 today. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's a 3-run lead for the Lakers.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Stay tuned for more information about the all-school reunion coming up in Carrington this summer, July 10th through the 13th. Check out Facebook for more information.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Headlocks, Carrington, North Dakota.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Top of the 6th inning we go. Chase Miller with you from the north side of Fargo. Is a 3-run lead for Delax, Burlington, Lewis and Clark, but the Patriots able to get their first hit of the game back in the top of the 5th inning. An RBI single by Matty Sand went right up the middle on a high hop. And the Patriots will look to carry that into inning number 6 here and see if they can get at least one more run across. Bare minimum, and try to close that deficit a little bit more. Sierra Yale, 5 innings of work, 1 hit, 1 run, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Swing and a miss by Kritzberger at 0-1. Last strikeout here for Yale goes back in the 3rd inning where she struck out Hudson Zerfus to finish off the top of the 3rd. Kritzberger has reached base on an error, is 0 for 2 today. There's a swing and a miss. Now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the number 4 batter here in the Mayport CG lineup. Here's the 0-2 offering. That'll miss. Now 1-2. After the conclusion of this game, we'll get to Hillsborough Central Valley. They made it to state 5 years, going up against Valva Drake Enemus. The Aggies have also made it to state now 4 years here for the Aggies. As this one works outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Kritzberger. Patriots have left a runner on in every inning outside of the first. 4 left on base so far here this afternoon. 2-2 pitch from Yale. Swing and a miss, and Sierra gets her 8th strikeout. Up in the zone, Kritzberger's retired, and there's 1 down. We will have coverage of the Mayport CG Patriots throughout the rest of this tournament, win, lose, or draw. Winner of this game will play at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in the semis. Loser has an 11 o'clock little brunch and softball contest tomorrow morning here on the north side of Fargo. This one foul tip back by Peyton Strand. It's 0-1. Strand is 0 for 2 today. She did reach base on a strikeout back in inning number 2. If you're just joining us, Sierra Yale at one point had 6 strikeouts in a row between the first and the second innings. Here's the 0-1 pitch upcoming to Peyton Strand. That'll work up. Now be 1 ball and 1 strike. Game number 23 of the season for the Patriots. Game number 24 here for Delax, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark. Both teams able to make it to their region tournament championships and come away victorious. Patriots winning Region 2. The Lakers winning Region 3 as this one is fouled off the netting, now 1-2. For the Patriots' perspective, looking to get a runner on here in the 6th. Well, Sierra Yale, even though she's been very dominant in the circle here today, for the most part, has yet to have a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the 1-2 from Yale. Out in front on a little off speed. A 2-hopper that'll go to Lindahl at second base to Aubrey Shep. 4-3 on the putout. And there's 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. As Galdi is 0 for 2 with a strikeout back in the 2nd. Then popped out her last time up to the pitcher on 1 pitch in Yale back in the 4th. As this one is fouled, that will be 0-1. Taking a look at Sierra Yale's retired 3 consecutive batters. Just one time today, the Patriots have been able to get back-to-back runners on base with the Parker Strand walk and a Maddie Sands single back in the 5th inning against Yale. This one also fouled back to the netting. It's 0-2 for the Lakers. Bottom of the 6th, the heart of their lineup, Feller, Yale, and Shep. 3, 4, and 5 batters due up. The 0-2 pitch upcoming here from Sierra Yale. Swing and a miss, little check swing. It'll count for a strikeout regardless, and Sierra Yale picks up her 9th strikeout in the circle. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning as we make our way to the bottom of the 6th on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
By that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent in Hillsborough.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Bottom of the 6th inning here. Bailey Bergstrom continues to work in the circle here for the Mayport CG Patriots, on for her 6th inning of work. First pitch swinging. This one catches the top of the foul netting here. It's 0-1 to Piper Feller. Feller has reached base 3 times today with a run scored back in the 1st inning. Look at Bergstrom here, just a freshman here this season for the Patriots. The 0-1 pitch. Got her jammed out, but that'll go foul. It's now 0-2 for the Mayport CG Patriots. Parker Strand is senior. And another senior in Berrigan. Madison Sand, Brooklyn Galdi, Foss, Doctor as well here for head coach Keenan Konchak's club. Here's the 0-2 offering. This one will be hit foul. Giving chase, so is Zerfis, and Zerfis able to make a sensational play, and she has played a really nice third base here today for the Mayport CG Patriots. Hudson Zerfis, the junior, in foul territory, had to stretch, grab, and Piper Feller is retired, and there's 1 down. Now it's Sierra Yale, as this one will miss low. It's 1-0. It's Parker Strand, the catcher here for the Patriots, will be part of the Shield Softball All-Star Series. We'll have that for you here on YourLiveEvent.com Monday and Tuesday from Grand Forks and Minot. Kritzberger, Galdi, Sand, and Parker Strand, part of that all-region 2 selection. 2 balls, no strikes on the way here to Sierra Yale. As Yale now will see it 3-0. A RBI, 2 RBI double in the first. Reach base in the second with a single. 2 of 3 so far here at the plate. 3-0 pitch, call the strike. It's now 3-1. for the Hillsborough Central Valley Burros and Velvet Drake and Moose fans. 3-1 pitch that'll work inside. Yale will take a walk. That'll be the second walk of the game by Bailey Bergstrom. She's also hit a batter, and we'll have a courtesy runner coming in here for the Lakers. That'll be Hayden Anderson. So Anderson will be at first base. After the conclusion of this game, give it about 30 minutes or so in between contests for the Velvet Drake Anamoose and Hillsborough Central Valley fans waiting the conclusion of this game, as this is bunted by Shep up the third baseline. That'll go foul. It's 0-1. Aubrey is 0 for 3 today. Did reach base her last time up after the error by Bergstrom in the circle. 3-run game. Bottom of the 6th inning, where runs have been hard to come by since the first, where 5 of the 7 runs were in the first inning combined between these two teams. The 0-2 pitch on the way here to Shep. Swing and a miss, and Bergstrom gets the strikeout. That'll be her 4th. 2 down as Ellis Smith with a walk and a fielder's choice so far today here for Delax Burlington. Lewis and Clark is 0 for 2. As this one is foul, it's now 0-1. For the Patriots, 7, 8, and 9 batters due up on the top of the 7th inning. No balls and a strike here to Smith. Fisted, and this one will be popped up, and they'll make it 0-2 as Parker Strand looked immediately behind her. The only way to look to get that ball, it wasn't popped up in the air too much, was right, and then by the time she looked right, the ball was already down on the ground about 15 feet away from her. But Bergstrom looking for back-to-back Ks. The 0-2. Oh, miss low, now 1 and 2. As Ellis Smith, again with a walk back in the second, worked a full count in the first before grounding out to Sand at short. Bergstrom with the 1-2 popped up. That'll go to Sand at shortstop to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 6 today here in Fargo. It's a 3-run lead for the Lakers as we make our way to the 7th on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
You can trust Paul's Hometown Repair for professional service on your vehicles, cars, vans, pickups. Bring them in to Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsborough. Whether it's light work such as oil changes and tune-ups, or more serious matters including transmission work and engine overhauls, they'll get the work done for you at Paul's Hometown Repair. They'll get your vehicle back on its wheels, running like new. Call 436-4676 to schedule your vehicle for service at Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsborough.
Patriots down to their final 3 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. It'll be Hadley, Verwest, Foss, and Anderson here against Sierra Yale, who's got 9 strikeouts so far in 6 innings of work here for the Delax Burlington Lewis and Clark Lakers. Still to come, we'll get to our post-game show, brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway. We'll get to our player of the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge. That and more still to come here as we transition then from this contest to Velvet Drake Anamoose and Hillsborough Central Valley a little bit later on here this afternoon. And still we'll also have the Central Cass Squirrels and the Carrington Cardinals as well. But right now for the Patriots, all about finding ways to get base runners up and see if they can bring Maddie Sand up to the plate. As if they're able to do so, there would at least be 2 runners on, and Sand would be the tying run of the game. Here's a pitch by Yale. This one will work out of the zone. It's 1-0 to Verwest. Verwest with a strikeout in the second, a ground out to the pitcher Yale back in inning number 4. Here's the 1-0 offering. Yale with 9 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a hit so far. As this will be called a strike, it's 1-1. As the 1-1 pitch is upcoming to the 8th grader. This will be hit right to the first baseman. Aubrey Shep will take it. 3 unassisted, 3 pitches, and Verwest is retired. And there's 1 down here in the top of the 7th inning. Now it goes to Foss. Alicia Foss 0 for 2 today with a pop-out her last time up in inning number 5. As Yale with the pitch, that'll be called a strike. It's 0-1. Sierra Yale right now working on the complete game win here for Delax, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark, unless the Patriots can find a way to draw a walk, get a single, get something brewing here. The Patriots have yet to have an extra base hit off of Yale. A single, a couple of walks, a couple of reach base via the air 2 today here for Mayport CG. That is their 5 base runners that they've had. The 1-1. That'll work outside now, 2-1. State B baseball tournament going on at Newman Outdoor Field, and we'll also keep you apprised once the games go final up in Grand Forks for the State A softball tournament as well. As this one is called a strike, it's 2-2. Thompson and Renville County with Josh Boyko on the call. Bottom of the 4th inning, Thompson with a chance to open the door up. It's already 6-0 in favor of the Tommies over the Muskrats. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Foss. This will be hit on the ground. Yeastas in the hole, throws it across off the glove of the first baseman, Aubrey Shep. It would have been a bang-bang play at first, but the Patriots get a runner aboard here in the 7th inning. As from there, we'll get a courtesy runner. We'll see if that's the case here for the Patriots. As Taylor Anderson here coming up to the plate. As see if they commit that on an air to the first baseman at what it looks like here as it went off the glove of Shep. So runner at first. Now it'll be Taylor Anderson. And Anderson will take a strike. It's 0-1. Taylor 0 for 2 today. A pop out and a fly out here in this one. But able to put the ball in play. Find a way to get aboard here for the Patriots. The pitch by Yale. This one works up and in. It'll now be 1 ball and 1 strike. 3rd error of the contest here for Delax, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark that has allowed the Patriots to get a runner on in the 1st inning via the error. The same in the 2nd, and now here in the 7th. 1-1 pitch is popped up. That'll go foul towards the dugout. And that'll be 1-2. As Parker Strand is on the on-deck circle, and then from there it's to Maddie Sand. Like we said, for the Patriots, bare minimum, you need to find a way to bring Sand up to have a chance to tie this one up for Mayport CG. And even if they do tie or take the lead, the Lakers would have a chance to bat in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the number 9 batter to Sand. As this one will miss outside. Now it's going to be 2-2 to Taylor Anderson, that is. As Sierra Yale looking to her dugout, gets the sign. The same with Deaver up the 3rd base side here in Fargo. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the righty-righty matchup. 2-2 is hit in the air. That'll go to right center field. Smith is on her horse, and she collides with the center fielder, Feller, who helps her up to keep the catch. Smith with the glove. Feller hits her, but then as she hits her load, just wrapped her up and bear hugged her to make sure Smith never went down to the turf. One of the hardest hit balls for the Patriots here today will go down as an out. And the second one at that, it was hit into the gap. Feller was shading a little bit towards left center. Smith down the line. Smith on her horse, able to make the catch. And really nice job by Feller, even though she did collide with her, able to help Smith up and complete the catch. Now it's going to go to Parker Strand, and she takes a strike. It's 0-1. The Patriots down to their final out here of the quarterfinals. Parker today 2 runs scored. She's reached base 3 times, twice via a walk and once via an error. Here's the 0-1. Hit. That'll go foul. Now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here. And we'll see the runner at first base just recollecting herself there. And Foss, after losing the helmet quickly, so she will take the ponytail and give everybody a little bit of a brief time here. Reminder still to come. Post-game show brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway. We'll get to our Play the Game brought to you in part by Agassi Precision Ag. That and more still to come on our post-game report. So no balls, 2 strikes on the way. As Yale looking for another strikeout. The 0-2 will be grounded. That'll go foul up the first baseline to Aubrey Shep. And Patriots still with a strike to work with here on the top of the 7th inning. We'll see the 0-2 pitch upcoming yet again to Parker Strand. 0-2, this one will be off the hand there of Yale, and Sierra tried the off-speed pitch. Just kind of didn't have the right touch on that one as it went to Devers. They'll make it now 1-2. Runner at first base is Foss. There's the 1-2 offering. Outside, just out of the zone, low and away, now 2-2. So Parker has worked the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes after falling behind 0-2. Falling a couple away and keeping the game alive here for the Patriots. Yale with a 2-2 pitch. This would be laced right to the shortstop. Yeastas down to a knee to make the line drive loud out to finish this game off here today on yourliveevent.com. In a game that took 1 hour and 32 minutes, it's a final on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Deluxe Burlington, Lewis and Clark advances with a 5-2 lead, or a 5-2 win over the Mayport CG Patriots. We're back with our post-game show coming up around the corner, brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argusville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
This is Chris from Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at Agassi Precision Ag, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Ag Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Ag Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Ag Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
As we continue here on the post-game show, brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway. Check out the World of Outlaw late models on June the 28th in Ada. Tickets now available at NormanCountyRaceway.com. That again is NormanCountyRaceway.com. Again, 5-2 Deluxe Burlington. Lewis and Clark defeats the Mayport CG Patriots. As we take a look at the final line score here today, Lakers 5 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors as they left in this game. 10 runners on base for the Mayport CG Patriots. 2 runs, 1 hit, 2 errors, 5 runners left on base. In a game that took an hour and 32 minutes, Sierra Yale picks up the win. 7 innings of 1-hit baseball, 1 run, softball that is, 1 run, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Bailey Bergstrom, 6 innings, 11 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts here for Bergstrom. as we get now into some of the particulars here of this one, as we get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Sierra Yale able to do the damage both in the circle and at the plate. At the plate here today, she had a 2 RBI double back in the first inning, was able to reach base with a single and a walk, goes 2 for 3, while again 9 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 1 hit in a complete game performance here for Sierra Yale. She is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. From there to our Halstead Telephone post-game connection, that goes to Logan Eastos, a solo homer in the top of the second inning. That was the last run scored for the Lakers. That was back in the second inning to lead things off for Logan Eastos. That solo home run is our Halstead Telephone post-game connection. Discover local reliability that you can trust. At Halstead Telephone, it's how to connect at halsteadtel.com. That again is halsteadtel.com. And our Agassi Precision Egg play the contest. A couple of them from a Mayport CG perspective. Zerfus with a nice play back in the sixth inning to take a potential hit away from Piper Feller that eventually went into foul ball territory. A nice throw out by Parker Strand to Kritzberger to get Lindahl thrown out at second base to end the third. And then more importantly at the time, Bailey Bergstrom earned a strikeout of Gretchen Deaver, which left the bases full in the second inning. The Patriots did enough to hang around, but that 4 runs in the first was really a difference maker. But some nice defensive plays behind Bergstrom today helped Mayport CG keep it close throughout the course of this contest. The defensive plays by the Patriots are Agassi Precision Egg play of the contest. Your local precision planting dealer, Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. We'll come back, take a look at the final box score after this. Again, your final, the Lakers with a 5-2 win over the Mayport CG Patriots on our postgame report.
Let's face it, moving is a pain. And if you decide to do it yourself, take the hassle out with All About Moving in Grand Forks. While national conglomerates tend to overcharge and take longer, All About Moving is locally owned and wants to make your next move an efficient and stress-free experience. Take the stress out of moving with All About Moving in Grand Forks, so you can focus on the things that really matter.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
As we continue here on our post-game show, brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway. Again, your final here in this one. The Deluxe Burlington Lewis and Clark Lakers pick up the win over the Mayport CG Patriots by a final of 5-2. So here's what the bracket will look like tomorrow. The Lakers will play at 4 o'clock against the winner of our next contest, either Velvet Drake and Moose or Hillsboro Central Valley. Well, the loser of this game will go up against the Patriots and Mayport CG. We'll have that for you here on YourLiveEvent.com. Opening pitch scheduled for 11 o'clock tomorrow morning for the Mayport CG Patriots. Parker Strand here for the Mayport CG Patriots. 2 runs across, goes 0 for 2 at the plate. Maddie Sand went with 2 runs driven in, able to go 1 of 3. Hudson Zerfus goes 0 for 3. Brent Kritzberger, Paint Strand, Brooke Goldie, and Hadley Verwest all go 0 of 3. The same for Voss and Taylor Anderson. For the Lakers, able to get 2 runs across with Logan Eastos in a solo home run in the second as well. She was able to go 2 of 3 from the plate. Lindahl here went 2 for 4 with a run driven in, with a run scored. Piper Feller with 3 hits today goes 3 of 4 with a run driven in and a run scored. Sierra Yale goes 2 of 3 with 2 RBIs. Aubrey Shep goes 0 for 4. Ella Smith 0 for 3. Gretchen Deaver 1 of 3. Elizabeth Mitchell goes 0 for 2. And then Rosencrantz goes 1 of 3 here in this contest. We'll put a bow on our Norman County Raceway Red River Valley post-game report when we come back here on your LiveEvent.com.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Brevera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts,
let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account,
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals.
Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
Again, your final 5-2 Lakers with the win over the Mayport CG Patriots. Join us in about a half hour from now or so. We'll get to the Velva Drake Anamoose Aggies going up against the Burros of Hillsborough Central Valley. Then at 4, we will have Central Casson Carrington around the corner as well. That does it for our post-game show here today, brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway. We're back with more on the north side of Fargo here in a few moments.